Hi, welcome to SCR Videos. This is the Pete's Parlay Show for NFL Week 5. I'm Peter Loshak. I took a loss last week, but I got 4 legs of the parlay this week that I feel okay about, feel pretty good about, and it's going to be a conservative parlay this week. And if they all hit, though, it'll be a nice win. All right, let's start with the sharp stuff that Brent has been telling us about, although the sharp sides have not been doing well in the NFL overall this year. First of all, the Rams against Green Bay, plus 10. Supposedly that's a sharp side. There's no way I'm going to bet my own personal money against Green Bay this week, but I acknowledge that the Rams probably are the right side there at plus 10. Then another side that took sharp action that's interesting is the over in Philly, New Orleans. Of course, Philly's gone under in their first 4 games, and I was leaning under in 49.5, and earlier this week the Greek had a lean to the under at 49.5 as well. According to Brent, sharp action came in on the over in New Orleans, Philly, and there was also big sharp action both on Philly and New Orleans. That game probably also going to be a pass for me, but that's definitely interesting. And also sharp action came in on Tennessee, and that was also a borderline pick for me in the parlay this week. Sharp action came in at Tennessee plus 3, and even at plus 2. Right now it's plus 1.5. I might wind up betting that, but actually I already did wind up betting that, but just decided at plus 1.5, not quite going to include it in the parlay, but that is a sharp side. It was also a borderline pick for me. Another borderline pick for me was Atlanta, minus 7. An obvious play, a huge public play this week, but I thought about just throwing them in on the money line at minus 310 to boost some of the returns for this parlay. At the last minute decided against it, but what can I say? Just being honest here, that was a borderline play for me. Atlanta considered minus 7, and I considered the money line at minus 310. Then 2 other borderline plays were actually both of the games that I covered with Chris Andrews this week. That was San Francisco at plus 7 minus 115, and Pitt plus 3 at plus 105. And that's Chris Andrews liked both San Francisco and Pitt this week. Brent did tell us, though, that sharp action came in on San Diego minus 3 minus 115. So I guess I'm feeling my way out on those 2 games. As of now, probably I'll have a little action of my own money on both of them. Decided to leave them out of the parlay, but they were definitely plays that I was considering. And then the last borderline play for me was the under 43.5 in Denver, Oakland. I still like it. I'm going to have a little bit of money on it. According to Brent, public is all over the over on that one. He took not sharp, but respectable money on the under 43.5. I'm going to be on that one, and just at the last minute decided to leave it out. All right, so I got 4 sides in the parlay this week. 2 of them were sides that Brent told us sharp action came in on, which is not a great sign, actually. Those plays in the NFL have overall been a losing proposition. It's been winning thing to do to bet against them. But I do still trust Brent. 2 of the plays that I'm going to include were plays that I was already liking at the beginning of the week, so it's not necessarily being influenced by Brent. I guess it's nice to hear, though, that he backed them up. And the first one is going to be Tampa Bay, right? Tampa Bay on a long home losing streak, but Jacksonville, a decent defense, but they're looking like they're in a vulnerable spot. They're very banged up, and I'm guessing that Tampa Bay, one way or another, will be able to pull out a win in this one, and that is apparently a side that took sharp action, Tampa Bay minus 2.5. Right now at BetDSI, the line's Tampa Bay minus 3, minus 105. The money line is minus 155, and I am going to take the pussy way out on this one. I'm going to go with the money line, Tampa Bay minus 155 for the first leg of the parlay. And then the second leg was one of my favorite plays of the week when I saw the openers on Sunday, and also a play that Brent told us sharps came in on. That's going to be Oakland. I took the opener at plus 5.5. That's what the sharps took. Now it's down to a plus 4.5 at BetDSI. I'll take Oakland, and I'll buy up to a plus 5, 120. Slightly stupid mathematically, but just for peace of mind, that's what I'm going to do. Second play of the parlay, Oakland plus 5, minus 120. And that's another reason why I wanted to include the under 43.5 was that obviously Denver's defense, very impressive right now, and sort of taking the under hedges against Denver, getting like a 17-3 type win where, you lose on Oakland, but easily cash the under. I could easily see that one happening. And if so, I'll be, annoyed that I didn't include the under in this parlay. But for now, I'm just going to go with Oakland plus 5, minus 120 for the second leg. Then the third leg, probably the most obvious play on the entire card, Cincinnati over Seattle. I was leaning towards Cincinnati last week over KC, but I kind of got scared a little bit because it seemed too obvious. And Brent told us that multiple sharps came in on KC, so I got spooked. But in the end, It was just no need to overthink it. Cincinnati was the right pick last week. I have the exact same feeling this week. Cincinnati -3, -120 is the current line at BetDSI, so I will pussy out and take the money line -165 instead of the spread. Cincinnati -165 is the third leg of the parlay this week. And then the fourth leg of the parlay is another one that seems very obvious. The public is all over it, massively over it. That's Arizona. The public is huge on Arizona as of yet. According to Brent, no sharp action has come in on Detroit as the home underdog, but I'm a big fan of betting on Bruce Arians in general, especially in spots that look promising. And this looks like one of them. Right now, the line is Arizona -3, -110. And again, for the third leg of this parlay, I will pussy out again and take the money line at -155. And that's the fourth and final leg of the parlay. So I got 4 legs this week, 3 money line favorites, and an underdog on the spread. Tampa Bay -155, Cincinnati -165, Arizona -155, and then Oakland +5 at -120. 4-teamer do 3s and 4s, $20 base. That's $100 to win 439.33 if all 4 legs win, and if just 3 win, still breaks even. And that's the Pete's Parlay for NFL Week 5.